students at SUNY Oswego take over Destiny USA for a real estate conference. See behind the scenes ahead.
Plus, our interview with the executives of DanceWorks as they prepare for their latest competition.
So all week, will that continue into the weekend? News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Welcome into News Live at 6. I'm Anjana Dasam.
And I'm Matt Lesnik. We start with news right here on campus. Just hours ago, a female student riding a Vio outside of Byrd Library was hit by a passing car.
Witnesses say the victim was alert and talking after the accident, and both DPS and Syracuse police were quickly on the scene taking statements. Witnesses identified the car that hit the victim was an Uber. We'll have more updates on the story as it develops. The first day of the AI Creative Summit kicked off today. Hosted by the Newhouse faculty, the multi-day event explores how AI is transforming the creative industry. Our Holden Sherman is in studio with more on the event.
Guys, when I went down to the event earlier today in Newhouse, students and faculty were immersing themselves in the world of AI, a two-day event. There were panels and workshops helping everyone attending learn basic AI skills.
Being able to generate an effective prompt, right? And that varies because when you're working with a large language model like ChatGPT, for example, it's very different from working with an image model or a video model or generating audio. So knowing, not only what the landscape of all the different tools is, but also how to use them and effectively prompt them.
Experts say that AI is here to stay, and Syracuse University is adapting to modern work standards. Tomorrow, students will get a chance to show off their AI skills and build on everything they learned today. Student teams from Syracuse and other Central New York colleges will make AI-generated content about an unknown theme. AI industry professionals and faculty will help contestants as they look to impress judges. One of the main objectives of the summit is to continue to educate students on AI, and junior Alex Kahn is not only growing his knowledge, but his confidence using artificial intelligence.
This is the first of its kind at the school, and it's awesome to see. So how it's going to change and how it's going to impact me. Today I made my first movie using AI, and I never thought I was going to be able to make a movie. So here we are today. With
the Creator Economy event earlier this week and now the AI Summit, Syracuse University continues to provide students with events that reflect the future of the workforce. Guys?
Holden, thank you. Operation Orange Warm-Up is returning next week. Starting Monday, students can donate new and gently used winter coats in designated bins across campus and in dorm halls. The campus bins will be collecting through December 5th, while dorm bins will collect through January 16th.
And SU is hosting their annual International Thanksgiving celebration next Thursday in the Myron Court at the JMA Wireless Dome. The feast is meant to introduce international students to Thanksgiving traditions. The food will be provided by food services with an offering of Thanksgiving classics such as turkey, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin pie. Kosher and halal offerings will also be available as well.
And former Syracuse football player Art Monk's jersey retirement ceremony has been postponed due to a scheduling conflict, now taking place during a football game next year. The exact date has not been announced, though athletic director John Wildhack says it is important that they celebrate while Monk is there.
And Destiny USA saw a new type of event fill its halls yesterday. Our reporter Rowan Verna takes us behind the scenes of the student-run real estate conference.
For a group of college kids walking around the mall, Hayden Levi and his team from SUNY Oswego are awfully stressed. That's because here at Destiny USA is where their work for the past 6 months came to life yesterday as the Central New York Real Estate Conference took the halls. Levi and his co-organizer Eason Lee say it's been nose to the grindstone.
We've had the opportunity to actually build certain teams, like an outreach team, an operations team, a marketing team.
Every day we are selling, selling yourself, selling ideas, selling the team, selling the event. And so this is giving a rich experience.
They both learn and teach that rich experience as part of the school's real estate club. But come the day of the event, the conference and its hundreds of attendees is what they say shines through. Brandon Terrell, an organizer and speaker at the conference, says it feels great to see it all come together.
Well, we've been working at this since the summer, and it feels absolutely amazing. There was a lot of people here, a lot of networking, a lot of connections, and a lot of good came out of this.
Yeah. And while the guests cash in on those connections, Terrell says their minds are already on what comes next.
So we're going to have a little bit of leeway time for the rest of the semester, but next year we're going to make it 40 times bigger than it was this year. So yeah, after this, we don't stop. We keep going into next year.
From Destiny USA, Roman Verna, Citrus TV News.
Thanks, Roman. Well, get ready to pick up the paddle because 6 new pickleball courts are coming to Manlius. Today, Senator Christopher Ryan announced a $70,000 grant to the town to support the construction of the new courts. The senator says the courts will give residents a place to stay active, meet their neighbors, and strengthen their sense of community. This follows a nationwide trend as pickleball is the country's fastest growing sport.
And Governor Kathy Hochul has delayed the all-electric buildings law that was set to start next year. Hochul signed this bill into law back in 2023. The law required new construction buildings that are under 7 stories to have electric heat and appliances. Elected officials and New York Green advocates held a press conference Thursday morning. Opponents of the delay called this decision another undermine of the state climate and energy affordability goals.
And 2,000 signatures have been collected for a petition calling for stricter rules at pet care facilities. This comes after a 9-year-old German Shepherd died while staying at the Doggone Inn facility in Manlius. The business has been shut down. Earlier in November, the Manlius Police Department took 4 others out of the facility following health concerns. Well, Anjana, it felt like for the first time in a while we saw the sun today.
I know, I really needed that sun. I love, when the day I woke up and there was sun shining outside, but I'm not sure if that's here to stay, so I'm a little worried. But here to tell us more is our Jude Bazerman. Jude's outside right now. Jude, how is it looking right now?
Well, guys, I can't really see all that much just because it's so dark. That daylight saving time, I'm still getting adjusted to it a little bit. But the weather, that's something I know a little about. So I mentioned earlier in the show, we've had rain and snow and that really kind of slushy mix earlier in the week. Today, it was pretty dry. I was able to walk over to the studio, really not wear anything besides this coat, and there was no problems at all about it. The temperature, however, that's dipping a little bit into the low 40s. However, the wind that's kind of whipping along right now makes it feel like it's in the mid to low 30s. With that being said, though, this jacket, a couple extra layers aren't too bad, and for mid-November in Syracuse, you can't really complain. If you could see the clouds, it's overcast. There wouldn't even be any sun showing if it was a little bit during the day. So there's that typical Syracuse clouds, they're sticking around. So let's head into tonight, see what the weather's going to be like for your Friday evening. Heading at around like 10 or 11 o'clock. It's going to dip down into the high 30s. However, that wind is going to stay persistent, so it's going to, again, feel like it's in the low 30s, maybe the high 20s, somewhere in that range. So, again, wearing layers, very important tonight. However, the good news about all this weather is that the rain is going to stay off at least until later in the weekend. Guys, I'll have more in the show for you.
Thanks, Jude. Well, sticking with the weather ahead, a new 2-hour delay schedule will be in effect for several Syracuse City School District schools ahead of the winter weather. The district announced that students will come to school in person 2 hours after the regular start time. High school students will attend classes virtually for the first 2 hours before going in person. The new system is designed to maintain class continuity as much as possible and reduce traffic during winter weather.
And Onondaga Cortland Madison BOCES is looking for approval on the first capital project in 30 years. The project would make improvements to the technical education building on the Thompson Road campus, as well as another building in the Cortlandville campus. The project would cost around $30.5 million. Residents can vote to approve the project on Wednesday.
And Democrats in the Onondaga County Legislature are nominating an all-female leadership team. Syracuse Representative Nicole Watts was nominated as chair with Nodija Hernandez as the majority leader. Democrats won the majority in the latest election, the first majority since 1970.
And Upstate Medical University students are putting on a show tonight for the Syracuse community. Our Maddie Roeder is live from the Upstate Medical University to tell us more about tonight's event. Maddie?
Thank you, Anjana, and we're here at the Community Folk Art Center, where we are here at the Music as Healing show, Echoes of Falling Leaves. Now, this show, we're here at the Black Box Theater, and this show isn't your average show. We have performers from the Upstate Medical University. It's starting in 30 minutes, and as you can see behind me, they're warming up, and this is the show is open to the community here. It's open to anyone. It's about a 5-minute drive from Syracuse campus and about 17-minute walk, so not too far off here. It's going to go tonight until about 9 o'clock, and it's free admission. And see, they're still warming up behind me here. They've been warming up since we got here, and it's starting here, 30 minutes. And we, if you want more coverage on this tomorrow, we're going to have our Olivia Rodriguez on Juice and Java tomorrow at 11:30. Thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Maddie. And as the U.S. Mint ends production of pennies, you can get some value out of them in CNY Price Chopper and Market 32 stores are hosting a double exchange day this Sunday. Customers bring in loose or wrapped pennies and receive a gift card worth double the price. The deal aims to tackle the penny shortage for the holidays.
And police have identified the man killed in a crash on I-481. 67-year-old David S. Cook from Syracuse was killed last night after police say his vehicle overturned while trying to take exit 10. Cook was pronounced dead at the scene.
4 people, including 2 minors, are in custody today in a connection to fentanyl and cocaine trafficking investigation. An undercover officer made contact with the suspect who agreed to sell fentanyl during a meeting. A search warrant on the suspect and a home uncovered numerous bags of cocaine, guns, fentanyl, and $70,000. A 54 and 18-year-old were logged into the Onondaga County Justice Center, while a 15 and 17-year-old were arraigned at the Ute Park Court.
Is responding to the latest Epstein documents released.
Plus, a new court ruling working to protect immigrants.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
You're watching CitrusTV News Live at 6 with Anjana Dasam, Matt Lesnik, and Jude Bazerman. And now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. President Donald Trump is asking the DOJ to investigate Jeffrey Epstein's ties to high-profile figures. The request comes as Democrats released emails from Epstein which mention Trump by name.
Trump is calling the emails a hoax and is accusing Democrats of reflecting from the government shutdown. Earlier this week, the White House hosted a GOP lawmaker who voted for the release of the files.
And just moments ago, Trump announced he's lowering tariffs on beef, coffee, and agricultural goods.
The modification comes to tariffs imposed on nearly every trading partner back in August. The goods now exempted from the tariffs include products commonly used in the U.S. Beef has risen to record prices in recent months.
And former football coach, star of Netflix Last Chance U, John Beam, has died after being shot yesterday.
According to Oakland police, one arrest was made earlier today from the shooting. Beam worked as an athletic director for Laney College. He was 66 years old.
And a federal appeals court blocked a new restriction by the Department of Transportation. The restriction would severely limit which immigrants can get driver's licenses. DC's court said that the government didn't explain how the rule would promote safety.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has been promoting the issues ever since California revoked 17,000 driver's licenses. Records show that immigrants received licenses that extended after their work permits expired.
And coming up after the break, I'll have your temperatures from all across the region. Stay with us.
Check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
So it wasn't the warmest outside when I was just outside the studio a couple minutes ago. Let's take a look at the rest of the state to see if it's the same. So we'll just take a look north at Fulton, out west towards Rochester, even out east towards Rome. It's about the same temperatures, that low 40s to high 30s range. Down south, it's a tad bit warmer besides Cortland, which drops even further into the 30s. However, again, it's that same temperature range and the cloud coverage will persist. Let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. Saturday is going to be, tomorrow rather, is going to be that precipitation is going to come back. A little bit of nasty weather. Sunday, Monday, we're going to see some snow, and even Tuesday, that might be our snowiest day that we see, at least in the afternoon. Wednesday, at least, that's going to be your best day. We're finally going to see the sun after what's almost a week of complete cloud coverage, and the lows that we're looking at, they're not too bad. The lowest is going to be in the high 20s, so not too horrible. Let's take a look at the radar. This is from tomorrow morning heading into Sunday morning, and you can see that wintry mix is going to slam all across the state into parts of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. I also want to take a look at, so I mentioned all the clouds that we're having. Yeah, we're going to see some cloudy days ahead. It's pretty unfortunate that Syracuse is one of the top 10 cloudiest cities in the country, and it's over half of the days across the entire year that you're going to see some clouds. And even in the days that are sunnier, you still might see some clouds, but the sun might peek through. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jude. And tomorrow, Danceworks will be hosting Danceworks with the Stars in the Shine Underground.
Representatives from organizations across campus are participating to bring home a grand prize. Here to talk about Danceworks with the Stars are Danceworks executives Revathi Maharkar and Ellie Cohen. Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. And you know, we've seen Dancing with the Stars get very popular this season. What inspired Danceworks with the Stars?
So I think for both of us, a lot of our friends and just even people who attend the showcase every spring come up to us saying like, I've never danced, but I want to be a part of Danceworks. And we've heard this so much that we were finally like, I think we need to do an event that incorporates people from other organizations around campus so that they can also get involved. Yeah.
Right, and so I've seen stuff about a pre-voting process, and of course there's audience votes. Could you kind of just explain how that voting process works?
Yeah, so we have a pre-show voting form, and then at the show,
we have another form at the show where the pre-voting form you pay, it's $1 per vote. At the show, you vote for the couples that you have seen dancing, who you think are the best. You get a maximum of 20 votes during the show, similar to Dancing with the Stars where you get 10 votes. And so that'll be capped at 20. And then we're going to be using our judges' scores as well as the in-show votes and the pre-show voting all together to determine the winners.
Yeah, and obviously the pairings are a big part of it. How did you guys choose who would be paired together?
Yeah, so we had over 60 orgs apply to be stars, so we were definitely overwhelmed with that. We had no idea that this would become such a big event, but we are very happy that it has been. So we went through the orgs and we wanted to have a good mix of people from Greek organizations and like other orgs like CitrusTV. We have Luke Welch performing tomorrow, and just so that we have a good representation of people across campus and just having our big Syracuse community be represented in this event. So we picked those 20 orgs and matched them with our 20 pros, which are members of the DanceWorks cast. And Ellie can talk about how we picked, like how we matched the people, because that definitely took a little bit of time as well.
Yeah, for sure. So some people already knew each other, others didn't. We didn't always want to put, you know, like people who are already best friends together. Some people who are in the same organizations we put together, so that they are representing like another organization that they're a part of, not just DanceWorks. And the way that we chose the stars, there were a lot of people from the same organizations that were applying to be stars. And with so many people applying, that's kind of how we chose which organizations we were going to move forward with, along with kind of creating a diversity of different types of orgs. And then we also went by, you know, seniority. So like a lot of seniors are part of this, because if someone younger wants to do it, they can do it again next year potentially.
Great, thank you so much both of you for being here. You can watch the event live on YouTube, but that was our competition for dance. How's the competition looking like in sports?
Well, it seems like everyone's kind of moving their feet this week, and that includes Syracuse field hockey today in the first round of the Big Dance, the NCAA tournament. The Orange bring the right shoes this afternoon against the Flames. We'll find out after the break.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
And now, your Citrus TV Sports Report.
Today marked the 5th straight NCAA tournament appearance for Syracuse field hockey. It only seemed fitting that SU's meeting with Liberty in the first round needed 5 rounds of a penalty shootout. Welcome into sports. I'm Della, Piana. This game had a similar feel to the 2023 postseason edition between these two teams, where the Orange outlasted the Flames 2-1 in that one in overtime for Lynn Farquhar's first ever NCAA tournament victory. For this one, though, they went back and forth down in New Jersey. Freshman Aubrey Turner, though, the game-winning penalty stroke in that 5th round to send SU through. Liberty tied this game at 2 with 42 seconds left, but Syracuse stayed cool, calm, and collected, gets revenge after a first-round exit last year. Now, Syracuse faced faces number 2 Princeton in the quarterfinals on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Don't forget, the Orange beat the Tigers on that very field in early September, looking to do that again. Over to the ice, though, Syracuse women's ice hockey must be listening to a lot of Willie Nelson over the last few weeks. On the road again, the Orange still haven't had a home game in the month of November. Syracuse's road trip continued today to face number 6 Penn State. Good news that the Orange are 6-2 away from Tennessee. Bad news, the Nittany Lions are the only remaining unbeaten team left in the country. And oh boy, it was all Penn State in this one. 7-0 PSU over SU. The Nittany Lions 43-13 in the shots category. Freshman goalie Ava Drabick 36 saves, but on the other net for Penn State, Katie Disa hasn't allowed a single goal since the first period against Lindenwood back on October 24th. The Nittany Lions, top 5, both offense and defense, really flexed their muscles today. Game 2 tomorrow at 1 o'clock from Pagula. Back here in Syracuse, though, Section 3 football championships going on inside the Dome throughout today into tomorrow. The 8-man championship today was phenomenal. Morrisville-Eden taking out Frankfurt Schuyler 40-0. Don't forget, in last year's championship game between these two teams, FS led 28-0 in the opening 10 minutes. Today's game back and forth all the way. Neither team led by more than a possession at any point. Class D, Lowville vs. Dodgeville in progress right now. And the nightcap, Class A, East Syracuse-Manoa versus Whitesboro coming up at 8 o'clock. We'll stay here in Syracuse as well. Volleyball getting underway moments ago in the women's building against Wake Forest. The Orange are in search of snapping a 5-match losing streak. 6 matches remaining in the regular season this weekend. Critical for SU to separate themselves from the pack. The Orange currently tied for 10th in the ACC at a 5-9 record. Finally, Syracuse men's basketball hitting the road for the first time this season to clash with Drexel tomorrow. The Orange first 2 games could not have gone any better. SU's average margin of victory in those 2 games, 39 points. That was 6th best in all of college basketball. Plus, the Orange have 4 players right now averaging double-digit points, with Donnie Freeman's 20 points leading the way right now after he missed 19 games last year due to an injury. But it's been the defense that has been really good for Syracuse so far, holding opponents to a combined 90 points in the first 2 games, the lowest combined total since the first 2 contests of 2014-2015. Plus, opponents 2 for 27 from distance in the opening week. Syracuse and Drexel get going tomorrow at 3:30. Stay locked into @CitrusTV Sports on X for live updates. Guys, back to you.
Andrew Della, Piana, thank you so much. When we come back, we'll have one last look at your wake-up weather.
Stay with us.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Let's take a look at that wake-up weather heading into tomorrow morning around 9 or 10 a.m. when you're going to get up. That colder feel is going to stay, and the similar temperatures that we have now are also going to stay, as well as that cloud coverage that we've been seeing all around Syracuse this week. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Jude. And a New York City village is no longer allowing people to make complaints electronically after it says they were spammed by online grievances that were unfounded.
Islandia in Long Island is now requiring complaints to be submitted in person at government offices, which excludes their online portal for complaints. Village spokesperson John Zaire says he believes that the spam emails are from 1 or 2 different people. You know, this just sounds like my local Facebook page, the Burnersville Bubble, where people are just complaining about nothing.
Yeah, I have so many questions, like what were the complaints? Where are they coming from? Are they even from Islandia? I've never heard of that place before. But that's Citrus TV News Live at 6 for this Friday.
Don't forget you can follow us on X and Instagram at Citrus TV News. Now for the entire Citrus TV News team, I'm Matt Lesnik.
And I'm Anjana Dasam. Have a great night, Syracuse.